কৰোনা পেণ্ডেমিকৰ মাজতে কেন্দ্ৰীয় বাজেট উত্থাপন কৰা হয় যোৱা 1 তাৰিখে। এই বাজেটে নৰ্থ ইষ্ট তথা অসমক কিদৰে উপকৃত কৰিব আমি প্ৰত্যক্ষভাৱে জানিব বিচাৰিম কেন্দ্ৰীয় ৰাজ্যিক বিত্তমন্ত্ৰী অনুৰাগ ঠাকুৰ ডাঙৰীয়াৰ পৰা। Sir, welcome to My News Northeast.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sir, during the corona pandemic, jobless has become a very big issue. Entire Northeast is suffering for this issue. So, how do you address this issue in the point of view of Northeast?
I think we have to look at the COVID-19 pandemic situation at the global level. Globally, all the countries face this challenge. India also prioritized to save the life of Indians, and that is why in the last 10 months you have seen India has done well to fight against COVID-19 pandemic. Among all the countries in the world, India is among those few countries who have the minimal deaths due to corona. Second, we provided health and other facilities to people, whether it is food grains or cash into their bank accounts, to help them, the poorest of the poor, during the pandemic time. Whether it is 5 kilo food grains, rice, wheat or pulses, or cash into the bank accounts of 30 crore women. We have transferred close to 31,000 crore rupees into the account of those women, and also 3,000 crore rupees to the old people and the specially abled people or the widows. We have given 1,10,000 crore rupees to the farmers under the PM Kisan Samman Nidhi. So on one hand we have helped the poor, on the other hand the SC, ST, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, for them we have increased the budget by 51.65%. Last year the budget was 83,000 crore, now it has gone up to 1,26,000 crore rupees.
Yeah. Sir, during the pandemic, MSME sector is badly affected, and entire Northeast, especially Assam, that all artisan and small entrepreneurs is sitting at home. No buyers are there, no market is there, no fair is there. So, do you have any special package for them to rescue them from this economic setback?
For the micro, small, medium enterprises, what we call the MSMEs, we have already announced a scheme for 3 lakh crore rupees, which is the Emergency Credit Line Guarantee Scheme, where 20% additional working capital is being granted to these small and medium enterprises without any additional collateral. And this money has been given at a low interest rate and it has benefited the companies. Second, we have given 24% of the employer and employee share to the Employer Provident Fund by the Government of India. More than 6,000 crore rupees has been earmarked for that. Third, we have given them the moratorium period not to pay the bank installments and the interest for 6 months period, and that has benefited them. Apart from that, there is reduction in the TDS and TCS, which has given them more cash in the hand, and we have also refunded close to 2 lakh crore rupees as the income tax refund, which has helped the people and they have benefited from it.
So for the infrastructure has become a very focused issue in this budget. So in this portion, do you have any assessment what is the portion will go to the Northeast and Assam?
I think you have raised a very relevant question. There is an increase of 34.5% in the capital expenditure. 5.5 lakh crore rupees will be more spent on the capital expenditure. For example, on the roads, 1,18,000 crore rupees. On the rail, 1,10,000 crore rupees. On the water, Jal Jeevan Mission, close to 50,000 crore rupees. On the health, 2,23,000 crore rupees, which is 137% more in this budget year. Apart than that, Manrega also 73,000 crore rupees has been earmarked, and for the PM Kisan, 65,000 crore rupees has been earmarked during this budget year. For Northeast, there is a great emphasis by the Government of India.
Yes.
Act East policy, that means more action in the
Yes.
Eastern India, and that is why you could see a lot of new roads, bridges, and all are built. Even for the tea estate farmers, workers, these announcement of more than 1,000 crore rupees has been announced, so that money could be given to the farmers who are struggling and the tea estate workers who are struggling.
So in between, I'm going to ask if you are talking about the tea gardeners, they are getting 1,000 crore. But they actually, tea gardeners actually, they have had a long-term demand, a long-time demand for the daily wage raise to 3 point something. So
Yeah.
your budget is not talk about their daily wage increase.
See, that has to be done by the state government and the tea estate owners. The central government is providing additional help from our side for the tea estate workers.
There is no industry, big industry. There is no project in budget. I have seen there is no any big industry set up over there. There is no any talk about on that line.
See, production link incentive scheme has identified 10 different sectors where anyone who is going to invest and do the manufacturing in those sectors, they will get incentive for that, and 1,97,000 crore rupees has been earmarked for that. Second, we are coming out with 7 textile parks, mega textile parks. So that is plug and play model where people can come and start their production. The sheds will be built, electricity connection will be there, everything will be there. So that could be one of the areas for the
Yes.
Northeast also, because if Bangladesh can do well, why not Northeast should do well? So that is another area to look at. Third is bulk drug and pharma park, medical devices and diagnostic park.
Yes, yes.
So these are the areas where more and more industries will come. So I'm sure many will be interested in the states of Assam and other northeastern states. I'm sure in West Bengal and also they'll be happy to invest.
Of course, the fishery is another sector that this budget is focused, and Northeast, especially Assam, is very much blessed by the God to have water bodies, lots of. So, how much you want to allocate fund on that issue?
See, we allocate to the animal husbandry ministry, where they further allocated to different sectors, whether it is for the cattle or animal husbandry, for goatry, sheep and all that, or for the fisheries. Fisheries is a separate department then. The fisheries, we have given 20,000 crore rupees under the Atmanirbhar package, then 15,000 crore rupees for the animal husbandry. We have also given funds for the 100% vaccination of the cattle.
Yes. So, one more thing, sir, but the sports this time is Olympic year this year, and in budget I have seen some allocation of money is cut down by 230 crore, and Northeast is already is a sports. There is a focus on sports. So how do you address these things? And already money has cut.
Modi government has given sports university to the Northeast also, but at the same time, all kind of preparation, all kind of work will be done for the good preparation of the Olympics, and there should not be any funds problem as far as the Olympics are concerned.
But fund is already cut down by 230 crore.
I think the sports minister will be able to throw some more light on that.
Okay. And you already said about the Act East policy. In the budget, I have not seen that things. What action is going to be taken on that?
More roads, more rail network, more healthcare, more education system, more industry in the Northeast, and to increase their per capita income also. उनकी आमदन ज़्यादा हो, पैसे ज़्यादा कमाएं, इसके लिए भी वो सारी संभावनाएं वहाँ पर होंगी. Once the roads are built, railway is built, healthcare units are started, more jobs will be created, more tourism will be promoted, more sports infrastructure will come. That will help the Northeast.
Yeah, tourism sector is suffering because of the infrastructure. So
See, nothing has happened in the last 70 years, so, but that is why Modi government said we are looking at East and also acting on the eastern states.
Thank you, sir. কেন্দ্ৰীয় ৰাজ্যিক বিত্তমন্ত্ৰী অনুৰাগ ঠাকুৰ ডাঙৰীয়া তেওঁ আজি আমাক উত্তৰ পূবৰ কাৰণে এই বাজেটে কিমানখিনি সম্ভাৱনা কঢ়িয়াই আনিছে সেই সম্পৰ্কে আমাক ডিটেইলছ দিলে। ৰীমা শৰ্মা, মাই নিউজ নৰ্থ ইষ্ট, নতুন দিল্লী।